Hello, class 4. Children, today we'll be doing chapter 4 of your Sunshine book. Hope you all are ready with your books and you are ready to listen to the story even. Children, sometimes uh, your parents tell you not to go out or not to go to the vendors, or sometimes they tell you to be aware of the vendors. They may be thieves, or they may steal something. And sometimes your parents, they tell you not to steal anything. How will you feel if a father of somebody's steals something for the person? Like, here's a story about a toy seller and two girls, and toy seller's daughter also. Here we can directly start with the story. Children, Chanda was playing with her sister Munni when she heard a voice sing, "Toys, beautiful toys." So, this is a story starting with Chanda and Munni. These are two sisters and they are playing, and while playing, they heard a voice. What voice? Means a toy seller had come and he is selling toys. He's saying, "Toys, beautiful toys." घर के बाहर vendors आते हैं ना, तो like that. She ran to the door and peeped out. Standing outside was a toy seller with a big basket on his head. He looked at both the girls, smiled, and put his basket down. "Guess what I have in my basket," he said with a twinkle in his eyes. "Show us quickly," said the girls in excitement. So, the girls were playing inside their house when they heard the toy seller's voice. And then they ran to the Chanda ran to the door. Door की तरफ भागती है बाहर देखने के लिए. And who was there outside? A toy seller was standing outside and he was carrying a big basket on his head. And what was there in his basket? He looked at both the girls. अब जब किसी के इंटरेस्ट का कुछ मिलता है, like toy seller, now he knows that these children must be liking the toys. हमें toys खरीदेंगे. तो he stopped there and put his basket down. नीचे रख देता है और उनसे पूछता है, "Do you know what is there in my basket?" The girl said, show us," because he was shouting, "Toys, beautiful toys." So girls knew that there were toys in his basket. Now, the toy seller took out a doll, a pretty doll with big black eyes. So as these were girls, so the toy seller, he took out a pretty doll from his basket, because he knew कि girls को dolls पसंद होती हैं. That is why he took out a doll out of his basket. Both Chanda and Munni jumped in excitement. Such a beautiful doll! अब दोनों गर्ल्स जो थी देखकर उसको डॉल को एकदम से एक्साइटमेंट में आ जाती हैं. "Wow, what a beautiful doll! I'll get the money from my mother," said Munni as she ran into the house. In her excitement, she did not notice that one of her silver anklets had fallen down. So, what happened? तो मुन्नी ने जैसे ही डॉल को देखा वो बोली कि "I'll get the money from mama." She went inside. When she was running into her house, one of her silver anklets had fallen down. Anklets क्या होती हैं? They are पायल. आपकी पायल होती है ना, तो पायल जो थी उसके पैर से नीचे गिर गई. एक पायल इसके नीचे निकल गई, उसको पता ही नहीं चला. The toy seller saw the anklet and picked it up. "Is this your sister's anklet?" he asked. So toy seller ने देखा कि उसके पैर से anklet निकल गया है, and he asked चंदा को पूछा कि "Is this your sister's anklet?" ये तुम्हारी सिस्टर की anklet है. तो then let's see what happened. Coming on to the next page. "Yes, it is," said Chanda, without looking at it. Her eyes were on the door. ठीक है, तो उसने उसकी तरफ तो देखा नहीं एंकलेट की तरफ, बोली "हाँ हाँ हाँ, ये मेरी बहन की है." right? But she was waiting for Munni to bring the money. It must be expensive, he asked again. चंदा सिंपली नोडेड. अब टॉय सेलर ने बोला, ये महंगी होगी ना? तो चंदा ने सिंपली सिर हिला के कह दिया, हाँ 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 महंगी है. My daughter would also love to have such pretty silver anklets, continued the toy seller. Chanda looked at him and said, Oh, you have a daughter? Yes, almost as old as you are. Does she have anklets? No, we are poor. So, जब एंकलेट देखी टॉय सेलर ने तो वो बोला, मेरी डॉटर को भी अच्छी लगेगी ये एंकलेट. वो भी खुश होगी देख करके, उसको भी पसंद आएगी, वो भी चाहती है कि मुझे भी ऐसी एंकलेट मिले. तो टॉय सेलर जब ऐसा बोल रहा है तो चंदा इज सेइंग, ओह डू यू हैव अ डॉटर? तुम्हारी डॉटर भी है? तो ही सेज, यस, बिल्कुल तुम्हारे जितनी. डज शी हैव एंकलेट्स? क्या उसके पास एंकलेट्स हैं? तो टॉय सेलर कहता, नो, वी आर पुअर, वी कैन नॉट अफोर्ड. डोंट वरी, आई विल आस्क माई फादर टू गेट एंकलेट्स फॉर योर डॉटर. बोली कि चिंता मत करो, मैं अपने पापा से बोलूंगी, वो तुम्हारी बेटी के लिए भी एंकलेट्स ला देंगे. Munni had still not come with the money. Chanda thought that she must find out what was happening in the house. अब मुन्नी जो है अभी भी मनी लेकर के नहीं आई है, तो चंदा को लगा कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है, तो she also wanted to go inside her house. She looked at the toy seller and said, "Please wait here. I'll get the money." टॉय सेलर को वहां पर रोक करके वो अंदर चली जाती है मनी लेने के लिए. नाउ चंदा rushed in to get the money. She found her mother giving it to Munni. They took the money and ran out to give it to the toy seller. But the toy seller was not there. He had disappeared, and that too with Munni's silver anklet. अब क्या हुआ? चंदा अंदर लेने के लिए गई मनी, वहां देखा मुन्नी को मम्मा पैसे दे रही हैं, and she took the money. And both of them came out to give it to the toy seller. But what happened? Toy seller was not there. वो मुन्नी की एंकलेट लेकर के वहां से चला गया, मीन्स भाग गया था. The toy seller has run away with the silver anklet, माँ. Both sisters cried loudly. अब दोनों रोने लगी कि मम्मा वो तो मुन्नी की सिल्वर एंकलेट लेकर भाग गया. The toy seller, why did you give it to him? She asked and rushed out to look for him. Tears rolled down the girls' cheeks. Mother consoled them and warned them to be careful of such thieves. अब मम्मा ने डांटा. मम्मा कहती, क्या टॉय सेलर, उसको दी क्यों थे तुमने सिल्वर एंकलेट अपनी? वो फिर से बाहर जाती हैं मदर. There was no one, and both the girls, they started crying. Now mother consoled them. मम्मा उनको थोड़ा समझाती हैं कि और वॉर्न भी करती हैं कि यू शुड बी केयरफुल अबाउट दी, यू शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ सच थीव्स. ऐसे चोर होते हैं ये लोग, ऐसे बाहर मत भाग जाया करो उनके पास, राइट? द नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग चंदा woke up early. She sat beside the window thinking of the anklet, doll and the toy seller. She noticed a man and a girl walking towards her house. She could not see the man's face as it was covered with the cloth. The girl was pretty but dressed poorly. She was as old as Chanda. Now what happened? Next morning, Chanda jaldi उठ जाती है. Now she was sitting near the window and she is thinking of the anklet, doll and the toy seller. तीनों के बारे में सोच रही है. And suddenly she notices a man and a girl coming towards their house. उनके घर की तरफ आ रहे हैं, एक मैन और एक गर्ल. बट शी कुड नॉट सी द मैन्स फेस. मैन का फेस तो वो देख ही नहीं पाई. क्यों? बिकॉज इट वॉज कवर्ड विद अ क्लॉथ. क्लॉथ से ढका हुआ था. द गर्ल, जो गर्ल थी वो सुंदर थी लेकिन गरीब थी, क्योंकि उसके कपड़े पुअर, जैसे पुअर लोग पहनते हैं ना, फटे हुए गंदे से कपड़े, ऐसे कपड़े पहने हुए थे. And her age was as old as Chanda. चंदा की जितनी ही बड़ी लग रही थी वो. The man stopped. He spoke to the girl and gave her something wrapped in a torn cloth. The girl walked slowly towards the main door. अब वो लोग रुक जाते हैं. ये सब चंदा विंडो से देख रही है. अब वो मैन और गर्ल रुक जाते हैं. And this man लड़की से कुछ बोलता है और उसको कुछ फटे हुए कपड़े के अंदर रैप किया हुआ, उसके अंदर फटे हुए कपड़े के अंदर रैप किया हुआ कुछ देता है. And the girl, she walks towards the main door of चंदा's house. चंदा के घर की तरफ चल पड़ती है. Now coming on to the next page. Chanda ran out and looked at the girl. What do you want? She asked. चंदा भागी भागी बाहर आती है और गर्ल से पूछती है तुम्हें क्या चाहिए. The girl lowered her head and said, I want to talk to your mother. मैं तुम्हारी मम्मा से बात करना चाहती हूँ. Ma, there is someone at the door. She wants to talk to you, said Chanda loudly. अब चंदा जोर से आवाज लगाती मम्मा को. Mama, there is someone at the door. She wants to talk to you. वो तुमसे बात करना चाहती हैं. Her mother looked at the girl and smiled. The girl did not speak, but instead handed the cloth to Chanda's mother. She opened the cloth and in it was Munni's anklet. मदर आती हैं, गर्ल की तरफ देखती हैं, स्माइल करती हैं. गर्ल है, कुछ नहीं बोलती, बट उनके हाथों में एक वो जो रैप्ड क्लॉथ था वो पकड़ा देती हैं. मम्मा खोलती हैं. What was there in the cloth? There was Munni's anklet. The girl spoke softly. आराम से बोलती है. I have come to return this anklet. The man standing outside is my father. He is a toy seller. अब गर्ल क्या बताती है कि मैं ये एंकलेट लौटाने आई हूँ. जो बाहर खड़े हैं, ही इज़ माई फादर. वो मेरे पापा हैं, वो एक टॉय सेलर हैं. अब समझ में आ गया मम्मा को भी कि हु इज़ दैट मैन एंड हु इज़ दिस गर्ल. जस्ट देन द फादर केम फॉरवर्ड. He uncovered his face. He was the same toy seller who had disappeared with Munni's anklet. He spoke in a low voice. Dear child, please take this anklet and forgive me. I took it for my daughter, but when she came to know that I had stolen it, she refused to take it. Now क्या हुआ? तभी फादर भी आगे आ जाते हैं, अपने फेस से कपड़ा हटाते हैं, टॉय सेलर. एंड इट वॉज द सेम टॉय सेलर. ये सेम आदमी था जो कल मुन्नी की एंकलेट लेकर चला गया था. और ही स्पोक इन अ लो वॉइस. धीरे से बोलता है कि बेटा ये एंकलेट ले लो और मुझे माफ़ कर दो. आई टुक इट फॉर माई डॉटर. मैं अपनी डॉटर के लिए लेकर के गया था. बट वेन शी केम टू नो, जब उसको पता चला कि मैंने उसके लिए चुराई है, तो शी रिफ्यूज्ड टू टेक इट. रिफ्यूज्ड मीन्स उसने लेने से मना कर दिया. मुन्नी केम आउट ऑफ द हाउस. She saw her anklet and danced with joy. अब मुन्नी ने जब अपनी एंकलेट देखी, वो बाहर आई, तो she danced with joy. बहुत खुश हुई. The toy seller looked at everyone. He walked up to his basket and came back with the same doll he had shown the girls. He gave it to Munni and said, My child, take this doll as a gift. Give her a name as lovely as yours. अब toy seller सबकी तरफ देखता है. अब वो क्या करता है? अपनी माफ़ी मांगने के लिए बास्केट की तरफ जाता है और सेम डॉल निकाल करके बाहर ले आता है और मुन्नी को देता है और बोलता है कि टेक दिस डॉल एज अ गिफ्ट फ्रॉम मी. मेरी तरफ से इसको गिफ्ट समझ के ले लो और इसको अपनी तरह सुंदर सा नाम भी दे दो. चंदा's mother looked at the toy seller's daughter and asked, What is your name? अब चंदा की मम्मा टॉय सेलर की डॉटर की ओर देखती है और उससे पूछती है, What is your name? चांदनी, she replied. बड़े प्यार से बोलती है, चांदनी, मेरा नाम चांदनी है. Well, said Chanda's mother, we shall name the doll Chandni. Everyone agreed. अब चंदा की मम्मा ने डॉल का नेम क्या रख दिया? चांदनी. Now, Chanda, Munni and Chandni are best friends now. Chanda's father has got Chandni admitted in a neighborhood school. He wants his daughters to be as honest and truthful as Chandni. अब क्या हुआ कि वो तीनों गुड फ्रेंड्स बन गई हैं. चंदा के पापा ने चांदनी को पास के स्कूल में डाल दिया. क्यों डाला? बिकॉज वो चाहते थे कि मेरी डॉटर्स इसके साथ रहें और इसके ही जैसी ऑनेस्ट और ट्रूथफुल बन जाएं. राइट? सो दिस वाज द स्टोरी. नाउ वी कम टू द एक्सरसाइज पार्ट. दिस इज now answer orally talk about your favorite toy. So, children, you must be wondering about which is your favorite toys. Boys must be having robots or cars, remote cars, and the girls must be having dolls. है ना? Okay, now take the correct answer in each. Who was singing toys, beautiful toys? Yes, the toy seller. A part. What did the toy seller take out from the basket? What did he take out? Yes, a doll. What was inside the cloth the girl gave to Chanda's mother? What was there? An anklet. Yes. What was Chanda's sister's name? It was Munni. Yes. Write true and false for the false T for the true and F for the false statements. I have written the correction also here for the false statements. The toy seller had a big bag on his head. Was there a bag? No. False. He had a big basket on his head. Right. Munni's silver anklet had fallen down. Yes, this is true. The toy seller's daughter was elder than Chanda. No, it is false. She was as old as Chanda. The toy seller gave the doll to Munni as a gift. Yes, true. Chanda's mother named the doll Chandni. Yes, this is also true. Now, next is the question answers that will be given in your notebook. Now, coming on to reference to context. Reference to context. I want to talk to your mother. Who said these words and to whom? Who said these words? The toy seller's daughter said these words to Chanda. Why did I want to talk to the mother? अब I कौन है यहाँ पर? I is Chandni. Why she wanted to talk to the mother? I wanted to talk to the mother because she wanted to return the silver anklet to her. Was I able to talk to the mother? Yes, I was able to talk to the mother. What happened next? I returned the silver anklet to the mother and also introduced herself to them. ठीक है, उसने वापस कर दी. Why we are talking about I here? Because they have given the question in the form of I, so we also have to write I. Now word quiz. Take the correct word. Loveness wrong, lovable wrong, lovely correct, lovableness wrong. So lovely is the right word, and here are the answers which you can note down. You can pause the video here or take the screenshot and write it later. Okay. Now children, coming on to the next page. Next page we have speak we don't do. Coming on to subject-verb agreement, which we have already done in our grammar book. Okay, so singular subject, singular verb comes. What is singular verb? That is and was. Present is, past was. Plural verb, plural subject, plural verb. Plural verb is are or were. Coming on to the next page, based on subject-verb agreement, Mrs. Sharma dash a very good teacher. Yes, is a very good teacher. Our vacation was memorable. Vacation singular hai. Some of the fruits have gone bad. Fruits हैं, plural है, so plural verb is have. He seems to have forgotten that there are things to be done before organizing an event. Some of the students have left the class. Now complete the given table with suitable subjects and verbs. The pond was full of fish. Children are returning from school. Rashmi is a hard-working girl. Camels have humps on their backs. Hope you remember the subject-verb agreement. If you don't remember, you can watch the video given in my channel for subject-verb agreement. After this, coming on to articles. Articles are already done in your grammar book. We have done it already. So we'll come on to the exercise part. This is the reason, children, why I do grammar part first. Because when it comes and the back exercises of the chapter continued, then chapter followed by that, then it becomes easier for you to do the back exercises. Okay. Fill in the blanks with a or an. This is dash good story, a good story. G is a consonant sound. Please boil an egg for me. E of egg is a vowel sound, so we're writing an. He came an hour late. When we are speaking R, H is silent here, and we are pronouncing O as A. So an will come here. Then give me a big orange. Eat an apple. There is a bird in the cage. A year later, he came to my house. Children, because articles topic we have already done, so I'm not spending much of the time with articles. Directly doing the exercise part. The little boy had a sheep. Now we are talking about the same sheep again. So the sheep was as white as snow. The shade of the old tree falls on my house. अब किसका शेड मुझे पता है कि उस ओल्ड ट्री का शेड जो है वो मेरे घर पर पड़ता है. The Taj Mahal is in Agra. Taj Mahal is a famous building. So write the sun and the moon give us light. So sun and moon, they are only one in the universe. So we write the before them. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. I am writing a letter, but I forgot to write the date on the letter. Right? Now, rewrite the following sentences after putting in the missing articles. Give me a glass of water. She has an umbrella. The child wants the red balloon. Usko red wala hi balloon chahiye. Particularly. My mother reads the Ramayana. Sachin Tendulkar is one of the best batsmen in the world. Rules are given in your grammar book. You can go through with the articles video or you can see in your books also. Rajan is an honest boy. I am making a picture of boy. The boy has an ice cream. I am making, it can be a picture of a boy. You may write here. I am making a picture of a boy. Right? The boy has an ice cream. Now, moving on to the next page. Here again, a paragraph is given where you have to insert where wrong articles are given, and you have to rewrite the passage using the correct articles. You can make the corrections here in the book only. Once I went to Kashmir with my family. We stayed in a houseboat, because houseboat के बारे में पहले बात नहीं हुई है, so we write a houseboat. We also took a ride in a shikara. So ride is also new, shikara is also new. We're talking about about them for the very first time. Now Srinagar is the capital city. हमें पता है of, that is why I will write the here, is the capital city of Jammu and Kashmir. Kashmir is very beautiful. It has snow-covered mountains. The Dal Lake, अब Dal Lake very famous है, that is why we'll write the before it. The Dal Lake is in Kashmir. The people of Kashmir, people is not singular, it is plural, so we'll write the. The people of Kashmir speak Kashmiri language. Carpets and carved wooden objects of Kashmir are very famous. Mother bought a carpet from there. I also bought a carved wooden elephant for my friend. एक carved wooden elephant खरीदा मैंने. My friend liked the elephant very much. मेरे friend को elephant बहुत पसंद आया. Altogether, it was a memorable trip. The is wrong here. Okay, children. So, the previous chapter which we did in the class was of understanding words, and there I told you about the homophones, which are pronounced same, spelling and meaning is different. Now children, you have here a list of homophones and you have to fill them in the grid across. Other word for through. Through means pheka, and the other word for through is throuh. ये किसी के बीच में से निकल कर जाना. Then buy. Buy means खरीदना. Buy means खरीदना. And the other buy is number 6. Where is number 6? Yes, by. Buy. Buy is a preposition. We'll do prepositions later. Pear. Pear. Pear is the fruit which you eat. And number 9 here. Pear. This is PAIR. कोई भी दो चीज एक जैसी. ठीक है. Then TO2. आपको पता है, it is a preposition. And then TWO2 means number 2. Stairs. STAIRS. Stairs means सीढ़ियाँ. Then coming on to number 4. Here, this stairs means घूरना, right? Then MEAT, meat, is the meat, non-veg that some people eat. And then we have MEET, meat. There is number 8. Number 8. It is not visible here. Where is number 8? Yes, not written. MEET, meat, milna. Right? Then THEIR there. THEIR there is a pronoun, and THERE is an adverb. Okay. Now coming on to the down part. HARE here. HARE here means the hare in the tortoise we might have heard about. It is an animal. And then number 2. Here means sunna. HEAR, sunna. This is a verb. Right? Then SEEC means dekhna. And SEAC is samundar. Then comes bear. BEAR, bear is an animal. And then number 6, bear means nanga. नंगे पाँव. ठीक है, या बंजर जमीन आप कह सकते हो. Then HEAL, heel is your ठीक होना. And HEEL, 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 heel is the heel of your foot. Then HI, high. HI, high, you wish high. Then number 3, HIGH, high, ऊंचा. SENT, scent means भेजा. Then SCENT, scent is the perfume. Then FAIR, fair means gora या अच्छा. And FARE is the मेला or the किराया. ठीक है. This is here FARE, किराया और मेला. ROUTE, रूट क्या होता है? रास्ता. and R-O-O-T root is the jad, plant ki jad. FOUR4 is number 4. FOR4 is the preposition. Okay. And children, here we are through with the exercise work. And next is your writing part. This is a story. You can take it as an activity. This can be your activity and you have to do it yourself. Right? And we'll discuss it in the class. Okay. Goodbye, children, and have a nice day.